So when Jamie asked me to do a devotion, I immediately thought to go outside since it's been pretty nice the past couple of days. So if you hear animals or anything, I'm sorry. But the devotion I'm going to be doing today is a plan in the Bible app called Not Easy But Worth It. And today's plan was called Take Position. And it says, when you have prayed and prayed, and when you have done all that you know to do, and yet the answer has not come, what do? Habakkuk teaches us, take position. The prophet Habakkuk in chapter 1 of this small book in the Old Testament has just finished an intense, honest session with God, complaining, questioning, and expressing his feelings and frustrations. He is very concerned about the things going on around him among God's people. He sees the sin, the disobedience, and he is really burdened. He has faithfully been taking his burdens to the Lord in prayer for a long time, it seems. He is burdened not just because of the people's sin, but also because it seems to him God is not doing anything about this whole situation. So he is asking God some serious questions, but God seems silent. And this just made me think about how we've all had these situations that we've taken to God, on and on about, but it seems that he's silent, when in reality that God just has a plan for you, and this is all a part of his plan, and we just need to wait and still believe in God and trust in him and his plan. And it says here in the second half of chapter 1, God finally replies. God gives Habakkuk a reply he least expected. God says he is raising up the Chaldeans, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, to discipline the Israelites. And Habakkuk is like, what? Those cruel and ruthless people. I know I wanted you to do something and do something fast, but this? How could you, a good and holy God, use those cruel and unholy people to accomplish your work? Habakkuk continues to wrestle with God. And that's just showing how he didn't really expect that answer. And if you're wondering, this is all from Habakkuk. And it's just showing how he wasn't really expecting that answer. But it says here, there's a lesson here for all of us. What is it that you have been praying for years? Have you received unexpected answers that have taken you upon surprise? Would you join Habakkuk and take position? Be still and wait on him. Wait in anticipation and eagerness. Trust God and his ways. And it includes a little prayer at the bottom for us to pray. It says, Dear Lord, help me to wait in eager anticipation and to trust you and your ways wholeheartedly. And along with this little passage, it comes with the Bible verses to go with it. And it says here, in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1, I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Just saying that you will wait for God with his answer, and wait on him patiently, and watching for what he has planned for you. And the next thing provided is the whole first chapter of Habakkuk. I definitely recommend you read it since it's 17 verses long and that would take a while. I recommend that you read it and just pray to God and wait patiently for on the situation you've been praying about, because especially with the coronavirus now, I've been going to God about this, but I know that he has a plan. And I hope that y'all stay safe and stay inside so you don't get corona.